the music from way back in the days, like, you know what I'm saying, we sampled it. You know what I'm saying? Now people are sampling shit that we did. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like a
it's like history repeats itself.
But can you see someone creating a dope boom bap type style?
Of course. I mean that's what Griselda's kind of doing, right? Like they kind of like
Girl
they on that lane.
that too.
They on that lane.
So it's that demo. They out there.
It's ready to come back. People want to hear people rhyming again.
If they add a little flavor
that
to
era?
it.
I tried to. I had this conversation with West like in the studio. I tried to sign West Side Gun, bro. You know what I'm saying? We was gonna like me and my man before my man got locked up because I was like trying to get him on the positive route. I'm like, yo, like you know what I'm saying? Like, you need to stop doing what you're doing, take some of your money, and we'll just get this nigga some money, sign him, and you know what I'm saying? And then he didn't want to do it. I wanted to do it, and I kind of wasn't in the space where I felt like I wanted to do it myself to put all that money up. So I kind of was just like, all right, you know what? I was like, fuck it, like you know maybe it wasn't meant to be.
But then
he got with Rock Nation. Mm-hmm. You know, my man is still in jail locked up right now. He calls me like, yo, damn, son, I should have listened to you. He like, yo, I should have listened to you. Like, I'm like, yo, I told you this nigga West was fire, bro.
You gotta have
like,
the vision. That's what I be telling people about the vision. So just like I lost out on Drake and Cassie and them, he lost out on West Side Gun and other. It just goes round and round.
Everybody got
That's why it's not personal. You know what I'm saying?
But listen, anyone I'm happy for everybody. I'm glad you made your money. I'm not mad. I'm not mad at nobody.
Yo, Esso and I were talking about this 2-3 days ago. A versus battle, right? Not DJing, but just your 20 classic mixtape songs. What mixtape DJ has 20 legendary songs that could go against you? We only came up with one name.
Who?
Drama.
Now, and I made this statement before.
Mm-hmm.
You can't really. You're trying to compare two different eras of mixtape. You're trying to compare 20 songs from mad different artists to a mixtape
centered around one person.
Around one, like an album.
I got you.
Right. It's not.
It can't.
It can't
it's not
really.
the same.
It gotta be like, you know what I'm saying? It gotta be like maybe like songs and freestyles and.
It's too much. It's too much. I get that.
Yeah. And for me, I would say if someone going against me would have to have songs. It had to be songs that you produced, or
it was on your album.
Yeah, shit like that. Like you know
tricky.
what I'm saying?
You arranged it.
Cause we talking about mixtapes, like how you say Drama used to drop 5 a week. I was dropping 3 a week sometimes. Like it's like that's a lot of songs you talking about.
To filter through. That makes
Yeah,
sense.
you talking about hundreds of thousands of songs.
What would you say were your top 5?
What?
Clue tapes.
That's a matter of opinion. I can
Shootout gotta be your opinion, right? Stick up, Shootout. Clue for president.
It's tough, man.
Summertime Shootout.
Summertime Shootout gotta be number one.
You talking about his last song with a lot? You talking about
Summertime Shootout gotta be number one. Everybody knows Shootout.
Show Me the Money Part 2.
Show Me the Money Part 2.
So that shit was, when we talking about mixing that was moving, that shit was moving.
So Show Me the Money Part 2 is number one.
Moving. Right. That
Forget Summertime Shootout and all that.
Nah, it was moving. But that was, at that point, that shit
Show Me the Money?
You couldn't make enough of those to sell.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. And can you imagine the impact of the South? That how much of your stuff was in the South being sold and duplicated
everywhere,
hundreds and hundreds of thousands of cool
he was going play. He was probably going platinum. You didn't even know it, bro.
No, he was going platinum every. We know that.
No, in the mixtapes, like
every mixtape that dropped, he could drop 2 or 3 in a month. They was all going platinum. Mad niggas was selling mixtapes. They was going damn near platinum. Niggas who was selling, who was coming to get the masters.
When I first went on tour with Jay for his first shit, he was just shocked. Everywhere we went to, I knew all the club owners already. You know what I'm saying? So like he's like on just like you're like how do you know this? I'm like I've been here a million times doing parties just from off of mixtapes. You know what I'm saying? So they were just like. In all, like, yo, Danny, you know everybody, like, you know every club owner, like, every town we go to, you know the club owner already.
Crazy.
So it was like, you know what I'm saying? I was in tune from early on.
Now, I know like those early days, you were in love with that. The joints that you would get from these artists and hitting the streets and then hearing other DJs drop tapes and, oh no, I'm gonna body that, I'm gonna do this. That. Can you ever see like that type of space coming back?
With the way technology is right now, I don't think so. Everything is microwave, so it's like, I remember the first time, you know what I'm saying, like downloading the song and realizing how fast the song was downloading. I was like, I think Busta sent me something, and I was like, I downloaded this shit. I'm like, the fuck? I'm like, this shit downloaded in like 5 seconds. I'm like,
1,
that's
2, 3, 4,
crazy.
5, boom, done.
I was like in shock. Like, damn, like this technology shit is getting real different.
Is hip hop dead?
Nah, it ain't dead. It ain't dead at all. It's niggas is making too much money. Before, you know, if you had like a fucking, you know, if you had a Lexus or a BMW or a Benz, you was the guy. Now it's like niggas is buying $400,000 cars. You know what I'm saying? So it's like shit. Like
it's far from dead.
It's a whole different animal right now.
You got to maintain the standards though, but that's another conversation.
Oh, do you have the power to maintain the standards?
Do I have the power?
Yeah, like I know, like okay, you're DJ Clue, so I would imagine, yo, let Clue play whatever he want. But I know this radio programming also.
Oh no! My program director, shout out to Thea. She let me pretty much, you know what I'm saying, like do my thing. Like she trusts my judgment to know that I know to play the hits. I know when to play the new shit. Like I know, you know, like she and not only her, like even my program director before that, Cadillac Jag, like all the program directors who ever gave me a shot or change seats, they always just like let me do my thing because they know, like, you know what I mean. Like I'm always pretty much ahead of the curve with shit. Like, you know what I'm saying. Like knowing what to pick, what's hot, what's gonna be hot. You give me an album, I can show you what the hits is right away. Like,
I got some records I want to send you. You know, let me know what it is. You know what I'm saying?
That's for the radio.
Got you. Now I want to say rest in peace, K. Slay.
Definitely rest in peace of K. Slay. I was kind of mad about how many people weren't at his funeral. Yeah,
I told you about that.
There was some faces. I thought should have been there, and I was kind of like, I was like, how the fuck this person in here? But I mean, you know,
and that's
it is what it was just.
Maybe they was somewhere where they couldn't be there. Maybe
it was at the end of the day, it was an eye opener, man. It's like it's just like, you know what I mean. It could be any one of us. Like, you know what I'm saying. Anyone on this earth. Like, life is not promised. So it's like, if someone passes away and this is your last hurrah goodbye, like everybody should be there.
Busta said that exact same shit.
Thing.
He took a red eye back from a show so he wouldn't miss K. And
Bro, I was out in the club. I had like a party to do and shit. It was 5 a.m. I had to be up at 7:30. I'm like, shit, I could sleep tomorrow, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna sleep my little 2.5 hours and I'm gonna get up and go to this shit. Like, 'cause this is the goodbye. Like, there's no after this. There's no more like, oh yo, I'm gonna go another day. Like, this is the goodbye. I'm gonna make sure I'm in. Like, and that's how I think everyone should look at that. I don't care how busy you are or where you were. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so it's like, man, but you know, it's what it is, man.
Okay.
Rest in peace to K. Slay.
Rest in peace to K. Slay. He did support a lot of He did support a lot of New York artists. Is it possible that we could probably get a mixtape night out of DJ Clue once again?
A mixtape?
Mixtape night. Where it's
on the radio tomorrow?
Yeah, just new stuff.
It's tough, man. Like I said, like, you know what I mean? A lot of the artists don't have the same drive, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, the artists are trying to be the being that they have the internet, they trying to be the business person themselves. So they make a song, a record, they want to put the shit out for themselves. They ain't thinking about like, yo, I want to have an exclusive song with this person, that person, that person. So
if you build it, they will come.
Maybe.
A mixtape might, yo, real talk, that sound kind of
I think a better idea
Monday, you
They
can go
don't
back to
have-
Monday Night Mixtape on Power 105.
Yeah, but listen, like you might
playlist.
say that they would come through, but
they gotta come through.
trust me, like you know
it
what I'm
might
saying.
be
You can just see
trash,
how
too.
it might not be the same.
It might be
But I don't think it's gonna be the same. But I think it could be something new, and it'll steer hip hop in another direction.
It's kind of like, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of like in Living Color. When that was on, everybody was rushing home to see that shit. Like, like, I gotta be in front of the screen and see this shit. Like,
But right now, it ain't
let's
gonna
go
be
do this.
lit.
Nah, nigga. Living Color come on at 8 o'clock, nigga. We gonna watch this episode.
Right.
But I don't think it's never gonna be that again. Because now you got on demand, and it ain't never gonna be that, bro. It ain't never gonna be that.
That's why I say he could do a playlist. Like how Caviar became great, a DJ Clue Monday night.
Do the mixtape and then put it on the playlist.
So
like
you-
No,
Versus
just
does.
do a
And this is
playlist.
Too much
digital.
clearance.
It's too much.
Too much clearance
talking about
with the
play-
mixtape. It's a lot of clearance.
It can be
I already
done.
know. I already
It
dealt
can
with
be
it.
done,
And I know if it's something to be done, it will be
Every
figured
song on these playlists ain't hot either. Just to answer you. Just
Say that one more time.
out. Every song on the playlist
on these
ain't hot.
playlists ain't hot.
Every song on your playlist would be hot.
I mean,
It would be a bop.
yeah.
All right then.
But I'm just
Take
saying,
that.
he said he was talking about Rap Caviar. I mean, I think Rap Caviar be having some hot songs, but I think also it has to be business involved with it too.
Of course.
At the end of the day, like, you know what I'm saying?
I'm
They got
supposed
to-
to-
Business
not the
involved with
same.
everything. Music business.
101.
Is a business.
I want to say, thinking back to those times, 2 buttons, bottle radio. This is it. He about to play pregame right now.
Then if
Those
you
were
missed
the
it, you have to wait till next week. See the difference? Now you can't go to Spotify or Pandora and just like if you missed it, I missed the start of the song. Was in the bathroom.
I know
Damn,
how.
son.
I know
Sense of
how.
urgency.
I know how. We can talk about it. I know how.
Yeah. Thank y'all for having me, man. Appreciate it.
Yeah. Salute. You're a legend. Appreciate everything that you did for hip hop. Those tapes meant the world to millions of people.
Appreciate that, man. Definitely. Thank you.
Thank you, bro.
It's hot for trapper turn smack rapper. Only smack rapper that you know is smack rappers. Got bars I can hang with the backpackers. Trap star, I don't hang with the backpackers. I'm in the hood with the work you heard. Making fiends leave earth you heard. Got your baby mama thirst you heard. Feel the flow, nigga, throw it in reverse. This the wave you need to surf you heard.